Hello YouTube. I'm back again. I want to talk about FEMA and Homeland Security. A few videos ago I did a thing on my opinion on FEMA. And as I was doing that, I wanted to look in a little bit deeper into FEMA, and I did. So I came up on some things, and I'd like to share them with you. Especially since it concerns us. Anything that concerns FEMA concerns us if a shit hit the fan situation occur. Because if you're waiting to be rescued, the only people that's coming to rescue you is the federal government, especially if you're a senior citizen like me. And we'll have to wait on somebody like FEMA to come get us, okay? Because we're not going to be able to survive for 20 or 30 years in a world gone wild. It's just not feasible. We could, but it'd be really hard because each year we get older. In 30 years, I don't even want to think how old I will be. But anyway, what I found out was that FEMA is a part of the Homeland Security Agency, and unlike FEMA, Homeland is sanctioned by the government. After 9/11, in 2002, the Congress and the President both signed into law Homeland Security, unlike FEMA. But FEMA is a part of Homeland Security, and when people be talking about, well, the FEMA death camp guards are coming to get you and all this and all that, FEMA do not have an army. Just let's get that straight. FEMA do not have a police force. Let's get that straight. The only part of the federal government that has a national police force is Homeland Security. They have the Federal Protective Services, which is a police force, and their job is to protect all federal installations, to protect the borders, and stuff like that. But they are an actual federal police force. They are a national police force. They call themselves the Federal Protection Services, and I will talk about them later in this video. I don't want to keep it too long, but Homeland Security was started to deter and stop domestic terrorists, terrorists from infiltrating this country, and keep our homegrown extremists under control. All right, and to protect our borders. And that's our Homeland Security, because ever since 9/11, when that happened, and they started Homeland Security in 2002, things have gotten better as far as domestic terrorists goes. Okay, another thing, you can't do anything nowadays without Homeland Security being involved. They involved in everything. You think they're not, but they are. Okay, I'm gonna just run off a list of stuff that I read and that I wrote down that they are involved in: communications, defense, emergency service, energy, financial, food and agricultural, health care and public health, transportation, information technologies, government facilities, chemical, commercial, manufacturing, dams, nuclear reactors, and water and waste stuff. They into everything. Okay, this basically the dawn of a new age of humanity in America, because we got one organization in our government that is basically taking care of everything. They're assuming all security responsibilities for that kind of stuff, and that's never happened before. Even though 85% of that stuff is owned by the private sector, but the other 15% is protected. It's not protected, but it's run by the federal government. Okay. What I'm also wanted to say is this: that they're the third largest department in the United States. They have over 240,000 people that work at the Homeland Security department. If you ever go to the airport and you see them guys at the airport, they call TSA. That is Homeland Security. That's one of their security services, TSA. Okay, and another thing is that what we have is 11 different regions that they have control of. I mean, that they have split the country in 11 different regencies, okay? And they have these regions are New England region, Northeast Caribbean region, the Mid-Atlantic region, Southeast region, the Great Lakes region, which is I'm a part of, the Heartland region, Greater Southwest, the Rocky Mountain, Pacific Rim region, Northwest Arctic region, and the National Capital. They got their own too. So that's 11 regions that these people take care of, and they are protected by, like I said, the Federal Protective Services, which is they train in Georgia. In case you live in Georgia and you happen to ever go see these guys in black down there training these uniforms, that's where they train at, okay? And they got 4 mega centers that is located in the United States, and they got one in Colorado, one in Maryland, one in Michigan, and one in Pennsylvania, okay? And they open 24 hours a day. They work 7 days a week, and they got a state-of-the-art communication system, okay? And they got vehicles. Pretty soon you'll start seeing them more and more on the streets. But anyway, what I really want to say is that this is the organization that when stuff goes bad, these are the people that will be coming to help you out. I mean, people say, oh, they're not coming to help you out, but believe me, you're going to have some kind of military force in order to fight their way to get to you, because it ain't going to be just like you just going to be waiting on your front porch, drinking a beer, smoking a cigarette, and waiting for them to come down there and say, hop in, let's go. It won't be like that. You know as well as I do, things are going to be bad. Things are going to be terrible. And I hope it don't get to that point where things are just so bad that we have to fight our way to them, you know. And another note I wanted to say is that there's a lot of strange things happening out west. I seen the other day in our local paper that they had a thing about a tsunami. So it's supposed to hit the west coast out there from San Diego all the way up to the Aleutian Islands. They had a tsunami alert, a tsunami, yeah, a tsunami alert, and it lasted like 5 minutes, and it didn't. It was like that missile thing that happened in Hawaii, and they were just panicking. Nobody knew what was going on, and it went on for 5 minutes until somebody finally said it was a fake, it was a false alarm. And they've been having a lot of false alarms like that lately. And with our situation here in America, we don't need false alarms. I mean, because things are bad enough with the volcano eruptions in Hawaii, and still we dealing with the results of Harvey and Katrina. I mean, not Katrina, Puerto Rico. Things have got to get better. So like I said, I just wanted to let everybody know that if you're waiting on FEMA, the FEMA got to get the okay from Homeland Security before they can come and rescue us. If they do come and rescue us, because like I said, the roads are going to be blocked. They're going to probably have to come in by helicopter. With me, they probably come in by boats because we got the Great Lakes and stuff like that. But it's going to be something to see. And I hope, like I said, hope we don't have to deal with it in our lifetime, that it never happened. But if it does happen, just be thankful you were prepared. Thank you, FEMA.